Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 7th. So April, A for April, and there's our 7, and it's Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about Passover. Passover is a holiday that some people celebrate. This is the word Passover. See? Passover. Look at the first letter. It's the letter P. See it right there, P for Passover, okay? The first day of Passover is this week, this Thursday, April 9th. So we're going to learn a little bit about Passover right now. Okay, it's a very important Jewish holiday that a lot of people celebrate, and we're going to show you some of the things that they do when they celebrate, okay? All right, first I'm going to read a little book, and then we're going to do a craft. On Passover, we have a special ceremony called the Seder. We're going to talk about the Seder later. We're going to do a little craft with that, but later on. During the Seder, that's their dinner, we eat and sing songs. There are special foods that we eat for the Seder, like matzah. That's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you that. And this is the Seder plate. This is the craft we're going to do either later today or tomorrow, okay? So we're not going to get into talking about that until later on. Today or tomorrow, okay? There is a special book that we read during our Passover celebration, okay? And there is a special cup that we have on our table. It is a special cup for Elijah the prophet. We celebrate Passover to remember when Moses, he was a very, very special person, led the Hebrew people out of slavery in Egypt. And he freed them all. Okay, so Passover is a very important holiday. Okay, let's do our matzah craft. Okay, in the book we saw that during Passover, one of the foods that we eat is something called matzah. This is matzah cracker. It's like a cracker. It's kind of like bread too, except that bread has something in it called yeast that makes it fluffy. When you have bread, it's fluffy, it's thick. These do not have yeast, okay? So they're flat like a cracker and they're crispy. And you could put butter on them. There's some other kind of things you could, a very special, a sauce made with, you could make it with cinnamons and apples, kind of like applesauce that people put on the matzah cracker also. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. But for right now, we're just going to look at our matzah. Now, if you don't have matzah at home, that's okay. You could use other crackers for this craft if you don't have a matzah. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to make our very own matzah. And what you need is just a piece of paper, like this. Miss Lori made a line. What shape is this? Linda, do you know what shape this is? Oh, Linda, it's a rectangle. Okay, and what you could do, Mom and Dad, I just separated it. Drew a line in the middle so you have 2 matzah crackers, Okay, take your white paper, okay, put it over your matzah cracker. Just lay it on top. Take a brown crayon. Now, Miss Lori always tells you guys, don't peel the paper off the crayons, but this one time Miss Lori had to peel the paper so I could get a good rubbing, because we're going to rub our crayon all over the paper on top of the matzah. Now, you don't do it hard because you'll break the matzah cracker. So we have to do easy hands again, okay? So look, easy, easy, easy hands, see? Nice easy hands. Now look, if you notice, as Miss Lori's rubbing it, nice and easy over the matzah cracker, you see that we're getting all brown bumpy lines like a real matzah had, see? Look. Okay, isn't that cool? All right, so you get the idea. You can make it as dark as you want. There, and there's Miss Lori's matzah cracker. Now what I'm gonna do, where's my scissor? I'm gonna cut it so I can make 2 matzah crackers. 1 matzah 2 matzah. I'm just going to use 1 for now, and I'm going to write on it. So Mom and Dad, you could do this if you'd like. You don't have to. I'm going to write the word matzah on my cracker. And there's my matzah cracker. Now, another part of the Passover tradition is making a cover, like a little case, a little cover to put your matzah in. Okay, it's called an afikomen. And here's the word. That's a big word, afikomen. It starts with the letter A. There's your letter A, okay, afikomen. And like I said, it's like a little cover to put the matzah cracker in. Here's a picture I did not make this, someone else made it, but see, it's a little cover. You can make this out of paper. You can make it out of tin foil. You can make it out of any kind of fabric, okay? So I'm gonna use felt today because I had it here. If you don't, paper's fine. You could take a paper bag and you could cut and make it. So that's our afikomen. And we're gonna make that right now. Very simple. Before we make our afikomen, I do wanna show you the word matzah again. See this letter? Letter M for matzah. All right, here we go. So I have my little matzah cracker that we just made with our crayon, right? Now, all you have to do, this is what Miss Lori did. I took my felt, and Mom and Dad, you're gonna have to do this with your child. I just measured it. I like doubled it. Okay, so I have, so like I just measured it, so I had 1 matzah, 2 matzah, and I made it a little bigger. Okay, and I cut the felt out. And then all you do is fold it up, like that, and then glue the sides so it stays shut. Okay. That way the sides, when the glue takes, the sides will stay shut. And there you have your little afikomen cover. Okay, again, you could do it with tin foil also. And then when it's dry, you could just put your matzah right inside. Oh boy, that's rude. Put your matzah, excuse that telephone. Oh boy. I have no idea. Okay, so there is my matzah cover with my matzah inside, see? Now it's not quite glued down yet, but you have to let the glue sit. You could, some people also get very fancy and you could poke holes down here and give your child some yarn or thread and they could like lace it through, because our kids know how to do that. We have lacing cards in school and they know how to do that. So you could do that too if you want to spend a little more time on it and get a little fancier. You could, like I said, poke holes and let them lace the sides down. That's cute too. Now, what you can also do, if you see in this picture, this is a Jewish star. So you guys can now decorate your afikomen. Okay, Miss Lori's going to make a Jewish star on hers with glitter glue. You could do it however you want. You could cut out a paper star. You could draw it with markers, however you want to do it, crayons, whatever you want to do. I'm going to use a glitter thing here. And there's my Jewish star. And then you could get fancier and you could decorate it with buttons. Miss Lori has some sequins here that I'm going to glue on like that. And then I'll do it, put some glue down, see? And make a fancy afikomen. Okay, now, one more thing. Another tradition that we celebrate with during Passover is once we have our matzah, and you could use real matzah for this too, or you could use matzah that you made like we just did, and you have your afikomens made. Mom and Dad, you could hide them around the house, and the kids could go on a little hunt, and they could look for the different afikomens with the matzah in it. So that's a fun thing to do also a nice a nice Passover tradition. Okay, so we learned about matzah, we learned about afikomen, right? Passover. We're going to learn a little bit more about the Seder plate, like I said, and that's it. So everybody enjoy making your matzah and your afikomen. And if you do have a little matzah hunt around your house, have fun, take pictures, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.